giving me this opportunity. And
we are blessed to have you here.
Yeah, I will try to keep it as a simple and interesting to understand that what is the mathematics and how we have to use that, and what is the use. In all my 5 lectures till Thursday or Friday, I try to complete whatever is possible. So right now I'm starting with the basics of nonlinear dynamical system, and then come to the higher side of that mathematics. Just a minute, give me a hello. Hello. How to share the? Okay.
Share the screen.
Yeah. I hope that slides are visible.
Yes. It's visible. Very nice graphics. Very nice graphics.
Yeah, simple. Just to show that that mathematics with the computers can do anything.
Yeah, we know. Ma'am, you already been as your
simple. We all see the waves like a sea waves or anything. So this is a simple wave, or even I can say that in wave equation we also have that. And but you see that as the pressure and the momentum increase in that creates the tsunami. So that is the simple or solitone also. Anyway, that I will take in the later phases of my presentation. I simply start with what is mathematics, because everyone says that there is no use of mathematics and like this thing. So in simple words, everyone we knows that mathematics is not science, but it is the science of queen of all the sciences. Now I'll start with the what are the dynamical system and how to do that. So simple dynamical systems, because you already listened to Professor Sharma in earlier lectures. So I try to keep whatever is required for my lectures. So dynamical system is a system that changes over time according to a set of fixed rules that determines how can state of the system moves to the another state. So basically it is a phase space together with the transformation of that space. So dynamical system has the 2 parts, as you already studied about that. Either it is in a state vector form or it is in a function form. State vector, when we are talking about, it describes exactly the state of some real, or we can say the hypothetical system. Like I have taken the first example of that slides. That is a hypothetical example of that. But when we are talking about the function, it tells about the current state and what is the state of the system when it is changing with the time, or what will be the in the next instant of time. So a state vector normally is the position of the vector. So any state vector x bar t is defined as a series forms of x1t, x2t, and like a x and t, which has the different points on a in a vector space. But if we are talking about the function, then on these points, how we are defining the function, then it is either a single function or a set of functions. Entire system, when we are talking about, because we are talking about the differential equation, so that can be described by a set of differential equations, or in general we are saying, because we are talking about the state of vectors, so these are known as a equation of motions also. So we have like a system of differential equations or a set of differential equation, dx1 by dt equal to some function like these ones. So then how we have to move forward with this? So how we have to classify that? There are the linear systems, then we have a non-linear system. There is an autonomous system as well as non-autonomous system, conservative systems, non-conservative system, discrete system, as well as continuous system. one-dimensional system as well as in the multi-dimensional system. So why we are studying? Basic question is, what is the difference in linear and non-linear? Does non-linear be achieved by the linear system? This is the main I focus today on this topic. So what is linear system and what is non-linear system? Basically, if we see in our existence to everywhere in nature, in our surrounding, we are survived by a non-linear systems. But it is not so easy to simplify or to find out the solution of the non-linear system. So these are depending on the linear systems. So this is the basic question, what is linear and what is non-linear? If we see that simple things like we say anything, will it be a linear? But if we are coming to the our planet system, our body or anything, then it is a non-linear things. Because so what is a linear system? Basically, it is following some set of properties. So what are those set of properties? This means like if you have a system and you are putting some input information is going on the system and then you got some output. So that is defined as a system of the linear system. So what kind of system it is means it should follows the two rules, and that is it is satisfying the additive property as well as the constant property. So if we are talking about linear system, it has the basic property of additivity as well as the homogeneity. So what is additivity? Means if you are adding f to x plus y, then it should be the sum of the functions. Means sum of the function, sum is the sum of the functions. Same way, if we are taking function of a constant, then it is constant of the function. So if these two properties are satisfied, then we say that it is a linear system. But what about the non-linear? Suppose I take the example of fx equal to 3x and 3y. If you are doing the additivity, of course, we are getting it as f of xy. X plus y is 3 times of x plus y. So it comes to be 3x plus 3y, which is fx plus fy. Same way, homogeneity, if you are talking about, then it is again equal to f of 5x is nothing but a 5 of fx. But if we are talking about the non-linear systems, will these rules follow there? No, it is not. It is defined as by a non-linear function, and it does not satisfy these properties. Like suppose we have the example of fx equal to x square, fy equal to y square. Then fx plus y is x plus y ka whole square, which is equal to x square plus 2xy plus y square. But if you see, it is not equal to fx plus fy, which is equal to x square plus y square. Same way, if you are taking f of 5x, it is 5x whole square, which is not equal to 5 of fx. So this means linear system satisfy the additivity and homogeneity, but non-linear system doesn't satisfy these properties. So what is tricky about the non-linear system, or why we are studying? Actually, when we are talking about the non-linear system, there is a lack of structure. So we cannot take everything for granted. Like we know that the differential equation of the form of dx by dt equal to signum x or 3x to power these, or the escape time of these ones. So these type of the structures, when we are getting to what kind of solution we are getting in. So now if we have an autonomous system, it is a time variant system and is called autonomous. And if it is not time varying, then it is called a non-autonomous system. Autonomous is reserved for system because there is no external input. Suppose we have x dot equal to ax, y dot equal to cx. So then these are the functions. But autonomous are time invariant system with no external input. And the nonlinear system are both time invariant and time variant. So it is mostly autonomous as well as non-autonomous system are also there. So if we are talking about the time variation, if we put the signal xt and it goes to the yt, then if we are shifting a time, this means x goes to t plus delta. There should be a result in time shift also for the y, that is yt plus delta. Suppose we have an example as there are the two systems. One is yt equal to t of xt. Another we take yt equal to 10 of xt. Now we try to find out that whether these are the autonomous or non-autonomous system. If we are taking for system A, suppose we start a delay of the input. So xdt is delay in the time is t plus delta. Yt equal to t of xdt, and it comes to be t of xt plus delta. But if we are applying a delay on the y also, then it is y dt equal to y of t plus d. It comes to be t plus delta of txt. So you see that these two functions are not equal. So this means the first system is not a time invariant, or it is a non-autonomous system. It is not an autonomous system. But if you see the second system, yt equal to 10xt, and if you are changing a time, then yt plus delta is 10 times of xt plus delta. So it is satisfying the function, because in both the cases you are getting the similar function. So this is an example of a autonomous system or time invariant system. This means with time only the function is changing, it does not have a change in the system. Now, what is a conservative system? Of course, because we are talking a lot about in mathematics, physics, and other system, that what is the conservative system? The total mechanical energy remains constant. There are no dissipations present, like simple harmonic oscillators. I will take the example later on. If we are talking about the non-conservative system, then the total mechanical energy changes. And this type of the example are the damped harmonic oscillator. Both the things I will take in the due course of time. Discrete system is, of course, which is changing, having a set of equation, and it has a one set of equations like x naught equal to x naught, then x of k plus 1 is a function of some xk. So it is defined as xk is fk of x naught. And we have the simple example of the bank interest or anything, we can take that. So initial value is 1 lakh rupees, and x it is changing with the interest of 3%. So it is of course 1.03 to power k into 1 lakh rupees. We are talking about the continuous system. It is a set of equations. Now we are coming to our main course. So x naught is x naught, x dash is fx, and when we are taking an initial condition and then we are trying to find out the solution of the system. When we are talking about a continuous dynamical systems, so when we are finding a solution, it is basically how to find out the solution. It is an important, because sometimes it is very difficult to solve the systems. So we are trying to find out the approximate solution, and then we are finding the solution, that how with the help of the computers we are able to finalize this. Same way we are talking about the one-dimensional system. It is described by a single variable or single function like xk plus 1 equal to a of xk plus b. So if we are taking a derivative, it comes to be, this is a first system is a discrete, another one is a continuous system where a and b are the constants. Multidimensional we are taking as a vector forms where a and b are the matrix representations. What is the general, why we are studying? So nonlinear means not linear or not necessarily linear. So what is the system? Why we study the nonlinear system? As I told earlier, all physical system, even our body is nonlinear in nature. Non-linearities may be introduced into a system in order to compensate for the effect of other undesirable non-linearities or to obtain the better performance. Linear system always gives us the closed form solution, but for non-linear system, whether we are able to find out the closed form of solution. It is a question that how we have to find out it. So if we are talking about the stability, stability depends on the system's parameter and of course on the initial conditions. As system changes with the parameters, then there are the linearity as well as the non-linearity in the systems. Suppose we have a, as I told you, there is a some state and we put some input and there is a some output. Suppose we have a system, simple, because state is x and input is u. So x dot equal to ax plus bu and y is some output which is cx. Another system we are taking that x dot equal to f of xu and y is some function of I, where f is a function from Rn cross Rn to Rn and phi is also function from Rn to some Rp or something, whatever it is. In the linear, then the superposition holds, but in a non-linear, it should or it may or not otherwise true. So if we are taking about the superpositions, then what is the meaning of the superposition? Basically, when we have the superposition, is one system, linear system is going on and we are superimposed with the another system. Like in this case, U1 is a one system which gives you the output as Y1. Then we input a U2 and we are getting a Y2. This means the total system is U1 plus U2. So output should be, if it is a linear system, Y1 plus Y2. Now we have to check whether the output which we are getting as a superposition, is it a linear system or not. Now I'm taking a simple example as let y1t is this solution, y2t is this solution. If you are taking y1 plus y2, it comes to be, because these are same, so 2c EAT x naught plus c of integral, it is 0 to t x to power e a t minus tau b of u1 plus u2. So now question is it linear? But if we are putting only a initial condition, it is a linear only when it is a zero. Otherwise, it is not a linear because it contains the non-linear terms. So what is the linearity if initial values is zero? So this means we are getting this function. So y1 plus y2 comes to be this one, which comes to be a linear function. So this type of the, but if you are taking an example of a, which is a, of course, a pendulum, x1 dot equal to x2 square, x2 dot equal to x1 plus sine u, which is a non-linear function. And as I told you, when you are solving these, so a lot of techniques which are used for non-linear system come from the linear system, because non-linear system can be approximated by the linear systems. And it can sometimes be transformed into the linear system. And also the tools are generalized and then extended. Basically, there is a methods which we are using, but we are using a variations. These are different orders we are changing, and then we are trying to find out the solution or approximations for the nonlinear systems. Why we have to study nonlinear system? Because everyone asks, earlier we have a linear algebra and so many things. Why now we have to study a new branch? So of course, linearity is idealization, like a simple pendulum. A lot of phenomena are only present in nonlinear system, like multiple equilibria, robust oscillation, bifurcation, complex dynamics. So does these type of the solution is possible only via simulation? We are trying to find out the by simulation, but it is not always enough, and it is not always necessary that we got the solution through that. Now I'm coming to some portion of the matrix algebra, that how we are solving, and then I show that how we are moving towards the limit cycle and other systems. Suppose there are the matrix A, B, and C. Matrix A is the simple 3 cross 3 matrix, B is the matrix, and C is the vectors, which are given as a, if we are taking A dot B, we know already this structure, and A dot C vector is giving you this value. Identity matrix determinant already we know. Now we are getting the inverse of the matrix. Now, when we are talking about the inverse of the matrix, then of course determinant is non-zero. Same way in the inversion of this one. Now I'm coming to the main part of that how to solve for the nonlinear system by using the systems of the equation. So it should be on the eigenvalues and eigenvectors. Of course, eigenvalues and eigenvectors, we know that it is giving you the a vector which is equal to the you have to find out this distance. When you are finding this distance, that is gives you the eigenvector or eigenvalues value. So for eigen, you are taking a determinant equal to 0, like this one, and eigenvector you are correspondingly finding the diagonal vectors of these ones. So these are the diagonal values or the eigenvalues, and corresponding to each vector you are finding the solution, which is giving you the solutions, and that is the eigenvector. So if you are using a multi-dimensional matrix, in the case of discrete formula, as I told you, it is this one. So for obtaining the kth directly, you are getting this type of the wave. And if you are finding the solution directly, you got using the diagonal matrix. If you are taking multi-dimensional continuous system, then your system is this one. Solution is of this form, because if you have dx by dt equal to a of xt, and when you are solving this, then the general solution is x bar equal to a of x naught bar, because initial condition or initial value, into exponent of at. So if now you order that, in case that you are getting as e to power lambda 1 t, lambda 2, and like this lambda n, which are the eigenvalues. Now suppose we have taken this example, which is a simple example. And when we are taking this example, initial matrix is this 4, 2, 1, 5. And then when you are finding the characteristic equation, then you are getting this thing. This means the eigenvalues you are getting as 6 and 3. Now, if you are taking this system and trying to find out the eigenvector, then for corresponding 6, you are getting these values, and corresponding this, you are getting these two values. This means corresponding to these, you are getting these two values. Now we have to find out the condition that whether this system is of which kind of system it is. So if you see that in the first case, when lambda equal to 6, then both the eigenvectors are same. And but if you are seeing the another case, for lambda equal to 3, then 1 is equal to minus 2 times of the other. This is the simple program in Mathematica. You can try it, or in the last sessions, madam will help you for finding the solutions either using MATLAB or Mathematica or the tutorials ones. How to find out the trace? Basically, trace is giving you the sum of the eigenvalues. Now you will ask that why I am using this algebra system or the matrix algebra here, because I want to show that these are the simple method, and through that we are checking the stability of the system. So Jacobian matrix, as I already told you, it is denoted as J. If suppose we have this set of differential equation dx1 by dt equal to x1 dot, x2 dot, and like this one, then Jacobian is nothing, but we got the partial derivatives. This means Jacobian is f1 is the first function, f2, and like this one. So we take partial derivative of del f1 by del x1, del f1 by del x2, and like this thing. So this gives you the Jacobian matrix. Now, if we are going on to solve this thing, means now our purpose is, if any system is given, our job is to find out the solution using the Jacobian system. So with that, we have to move further. System is stable or not. So for the equilibrium point, what we have to do, we start with an autonomous system, as I said, that x dot equal to fx. We put it equal to 0. So this means ax equal to 0 or function of x equal to 0. And then we try to find out the points where we are getting a different point. Suppose in a simple system, if you have a non-linear system, of course, we are getting a multiple equilibrium point. And if it is a linear system, you are not getting a much of the points of that. So like x dot equal to ax, as I taken the example earlier. So in the case of I equal to 1 to n, these are the eigenvectors and these are the eigenvalues. For one-dimensional system, if lambda equal to 0, this means we are getting a constant value. If lambda is greater than 0, you are getting that it is an increasing function. If lambda is less than 0, you are getting it as a decreasing one. But if you are coming to the two-dimensional system, if real part of lambda is 0 and imaginary part is non-zero, then you are getting a like a waves, sine waves or the this type of the waves, or I can say that pendulum type. If real part of lambda is positive but imaginary part is non-zero, then you are getting a this type of the system which continuously grows there. But if real part of lambda is less than 0 and imaginary part is not equal to 0, then you are getting a dissipative system which goes to be the after some time it decays. So the important for finding the solution is we have to find out which gives you the some stability, or somewhere it is giving you the merging of that, because if it is continuously going on, then after some time you are not able to detect that. So all means basically, as I said, that all behaviors and these are showing you the patterns, and of course Professor Mukul will take about the pattern analysis. So I will try to do some calculation on the bifurcation, but um, so there are the for linear system, solution always exists locally as well as globally. Solution is unique. Each initial condition produces a different trajectory. I will show you lastly. Solution is continuously dependent on initial condition for every finite time t, and this is the condition. And also the equilibrium point which you are getting is unique. But when it comes to the nonlinear system, then it is not holding the these conditions. If there is only one periodic solution, there is an infinite set of periodic solution. So there is no isolated closed solution. Like I'm taking a simple example, x1 dot equal to minus x2 and x2 dot equal to x1. Now if you are solving it, and this means dx1 by dt equal to minus x2 and dx2 by dt equal to x1. So if you are taking a ratio dx1 by dx2, it comes to be minus x2 by x1. And when you are integrating, it comes to be x1 into dx1 plus x2. So when you are finding the solution of this one, it comes to be x1 square plus x2 square equal to constant. Now, important is to find out this constant, because if you see that x1 square plus x2 square, this is a equation of the circle. So as we are getting a different value of the constant, we are getting a different. Someone's mic is opened, I think. Hello. So you are getting a different types of the circles, and so it is giving you the envelope or a different family of the circles. Now if we are coming to the nonlinear autonomous system, suppose x dot equal to minus signum x, and signum function, as we know that it is as a one value if x is greater than equal to 0, minus 1 otherwise, and if you try to plot it, you are getting this system. As the solution is setting because x equal to plus 1 or minus 1. So therefore, no differential function satisfying the equation exists. Same way, if you have x dot equal to 1 plus x square and you are finding the solution, you are getting a tan function. So again, you see that tan x equal to t plus c, and it is going on increasing or decreasing. Same way, if you have x dot equal to 3x to power 2 by 3, I showed you all these three examples are there. So you are getting x equal to t cube, which is also not having one is this one. If x is 0, you are getting a this straight line, but otherwise you are getting this one. So this means there is a different type of the functions as the different type of the solutions. So there is, of course, we have all studied in our classes that equilibrium solution for unique theorems, that when you got a unique solution. So equilibrium point for the pendulum case, if we are taking, it is y double dot plus y dot plus sine y equal to 0. This is a pendulum. How to find out the solution? We put y equal to x1 and y dot equal to x2. Now, if you are putting y equal to x1, so this means if you differentiate x1, so y dot you are getting x1 dot and y dot is nothing but x2. So you are getting x1 dot equal to x2. Now, if you are putting this in the system, so this y double dot is x2 double dot plus y dot is your x2 plus sine of y means x1. So you are getting a equation as x2 dot plus x2 plus sine x1 equal to 0. And if you are equating it 0, you are getting two values. One is a x2 equal to 0, another is sine x1 equal to 0. So if you are finding the solution, singular points, so sine x1 is 0 means x equal to n pi multiple, and x2 is 0 means a simple 0. So you are getting the points or equilibrium point as n pi and 0. So as n is changing, you're getting a different types of the different equilibrium points. Now if you are taking a Rayleigh equation, which is of the form y double dot plus y dot minus y plus y equal to 0. Again, you put x1 dot equal to like this one. So the system is x2 dot plus x2 plus x1 plus x cube, x1 cube equal to 0. And when you are equating this, you are getting x2 as 0, as well as by the other one, we are getting x1 into 1 minus x square equal to 0. Now see that you are getting the points as 0, 0, then another 0, 1, 1, 0, and minus 1, 0. So you are getting a 3 point as 0, 0, 1, 0, and minus 1, 0. So these are the different points, and our job is to find out the different type of the systems or what kind of behavior it has. Same way, we are going to the find out the another equation like van der Pol equation. So you know this is the system. Again, when you are putting these ones, now here if you see that it is depending on this value of mu. So if mu is between 0 to 1, trajectories approaches to one periodic solution. If mu is greater than 1, then you are getting a solution is quite complex. I will show you later on, like the here. If it is less than 1, you are getting these ones. But if it is, then it is going outward side. So this means the system is not coming to be the convergent point of this. Now I'm coming to this, I will take later on. Firstly, I will show you that how we have to find out the solution of the system. So if any system is given, continuous system, our job is to linearize it. For linearizing of any system, what we are doing, suppose x dot equal to fx is given. For finding a singular point, we are putting fx equal to 0. When you are putting fx equal to 0, then we are getting the solution as x1. Suppose these are the solution. Now, in a non-linear system, can be represented as a bunch of linear systems. Each is valid in a small neighborhood of using linearization. Suppose z is x minus xj. This means x is z plus xj. So we are linearizing this system. This means z is f of z plus ssj, and which is giving you this function of x is giving you 0 value, and this we are finding about the derivative of using the Jacobian functions. Same way, when we are continuing that, suppose you have z dot equal to aij, where ai is the Jacobian. Suppose we have the example of x1 dot equal to x2, x2 dot equal to minus alpha sine x1 minus bx2. So what we are getting, if we are equating it 0, it is x2 dot equal to 0, and the singular of this one, it gives you the pi 0, like I have taken the first example. So there are the system which has the one singular point at 0, 0, another is pi 0, then you have 2 pi 0 and other ones also. If you are taking a Jacobian, del f by del x1. Del f by del x1 is your 0. Del f by del x2 is 1. Here del f by del x1 is minus a cos x1 and it is minus b. So when you are solving, you are getting it as a cos x1, and at these points we are calculating the value. So the first Jacobian at 0, 0 is minus a minus b. For second value at pi, cos pi is minus 1, so it is a minus b. When you are solving these systems, you are getting a different type of the solution like these ones, and this gives you the different type of the images of these ones. Now this is a one linear and this is one linear, and we are now trying to superimpose the both the systems and then to create the new systems. Now we are coming to find out the fixed point. When we are talking as earlier one, we are putting it as 0. So when you are putting it 0, then you are getting a different types of the detectors. Of course, a detector is a set towards which a dynamical system evolve over time. It of course can be a point, a curve, or more complicated structure. The stable fixed point is always converges towards the point as t tends to infinity. Marginally stable, moving around that point, but it is not convergent to that point. And we are talking about the unstable point, then the system moves far away from these ones. Now I'm taking different examples, how these are there. So if you have a stable system, this means this is your equilibrium point. All the trajectories are moving towards this point. If it is marginally stable, it is moving towards this point. And if it is unstable, then the trajectories are moving out of this point. Phase space, as already I said, it is a combination or the space in which all possible state of a system are represented. So it is basically is a phase plane which is showing a position and the velocity. So basically, if I say that x is the position and x dot is the velocity component, so it is a graph between x and x dot. As I said earlier, phase portrait is important in studying the nonlinear systems. Now we have to check the nature of the singular points. Suppose any system, if the eigenvalues, whatever you are getting, are different and real, then you are always getting it as a stable node if both are negative. As you see that the solution is there. These are the classification of the dynamical system. Suppose you have this system, x1 dot equal to ax1 plus bx2, x2 dot equal to cx1 plus dx2. If you are taking a Jacobian of that, that comes to be del f by del x means a, del f by del x to b, del f by x2, this is c and d. If you are calculating determinant, then you are getting this value. This is a determinant eigenvalue, trace is there. And in general, the equation, if you see this eigenvalue equation or the characteristic equation, you are getting it as a lambda square minus trace of a lambda plus determinant of a. So this means if you are finding the eigenvalues, it gives you a trace of a plus minus under root of this. So this means this lambda is defining your nature, that which kind of the system you have. Either it should be fixed point, limit cycle, strange detector. So see the different examples. Suppose you have a system x1 dot equal to minus x1 and x2 dot equal to minus 4x2. So this means Jacobian is minus 1, 0 and 0, minus 4. So when you are solving it, your eigenvalues are minus 1 and minus 4. Eigenvectors are 1, 0 and 0, 1. So you are getting this system which is a stable ones, because both the eigenvalues are negative. So you are getting a stable structures. And this structure is a sink structure. Now, if you are taking another example, same example, but with a positive sign, then your eigenvalues are positive and you are getting a sink or repelling node that is moving out of that. In this case, all are merging towards these points. Here, these are moving out of these points. So this is an unstable fixed point. Now, if you have one is positive, another is negative, in that case, You are getting eigenvalues are -1 and 4. So you are getting this as a saddle point. So there is a unstable fixed point or a saddle point. If you have a depending on both the variables. So in this case, your Jacobian is comes out to be this matrix, and eigenvalues are these one. Now you see that real value is positive. So since real value is positive, so you are getting a this as a unstable fixed point, as a unstable, you can say, the focal point, because points are moving out of that. Same way if you have this one, Jacobian is this, eigenvalues are these. Now in this case, your real part is negative. So since real part is negative, so you are getting a stable form of the focal point. Same way if you have this example and finding the Jacobian, and the eigenvalues comes out to be purely imaginary. So in this case, you are getting it as a center, means it is moving around of that point. So there is marginally a stable fixed point as a nodal center. Now, if you have to, in short, if you have to study the total about the eigenvalues, if all eigenvectors are negative, you are getting equilibrium state. If one is 0, but all other are negative, then you are getting one limit cycle. If k are equal to zeros and other are negative, then you are getting k limit cycles. If one is positive, but the sum is still negative, then you are getting a stage chaotic system. If two are positive, but sum is still negative, then you are getting a hyperchaotic system. And all this already I have explained earlier. And these are the some special cases of identical eigenvalues when you have both the eigenvalues are same. Like here in this case, you are getting -1. So we are finding a system as this one. So this is a case of a simple like a star type, which is moving towards that point because you are getting a eigenvalues as a negative values. But if you are getting the eigenvalue as a positive one, then these are the star which is unstable or moving away from this point. Same way, if you have a like this system, so eigenvector you are getting as -1. So in this case, you are getting a, again, it is a moving towards that point or a node because you are getting it as a -1. So it is unstable with one eigenvalue. If you are taking this example, this is unstable. This is a case of a stable with one eigenvalue. These are the different phase portrait. If, as already told you, if both are negative, you are getting the stable node. If both are positive, you are getting unstable node. If positive and negative, means it is between positive negative or one is positive negative, you are getting a saddle points. So these are the all examples of the saddle points. These are the again the same examples. You take the different type of the examples and you are saying taking that if both are not 0, so you are getting a real points. So this you are getting a stable as well as unstable cases. Same way, if you have a alpha plus minus iota beta, if alpha is negative means the real part is negative, then you have a stable form or the it is moving towards that point. If you have alpha is positive, you are getting unstable point. If you are getting alpha is 0 or purely imaginary, then you are getting a attractor or a marginally stable structures. Now this is a short complete whatever we have done. Here you see that eigenvalues are given by this one. So if trace is P, so you have and determinant is Q. So if you have a determinant is P square minus 4Q equal to 0. This is 0. So you are getting only a 1 or constant, then you are always getting as a nodes. If you have a this value is negative, this means you are getting a complex roots. So if complex roots are there, if P is 0, then you are getting a stable center. If P is negative, then you are getting a unstable of that. And same way, if delta equal to P square minus 4Q is 0, greater than 0, so this means you are getting a real roots. In that case, you are getting a unstable saddle points. because and this is the example, all these cases already you studied. If P is 5, Q is 4, then delta is 9, so you are getting a attracting node. If that is delta is negative, then you are getting repelling node. If saddle points like these all are shown here. Now we are coming to the nonlinear system. If we are talking about the nonlinear system, as already I said that how, firstly our purpose is to linearize that system, and then from the linearization we are moving towards that what kind of the singularity or what kind of the nature we have. So what is the nature of singular point in the nonlinear system? Of course, we are doing it by the linearization and then finding it out that what kind of it has the eigenvalues or whether it has the hyperbolic type of the solutions. Suppose we have this system, the x1 dot equal to this and x2 dot equal to 0. So already we've seen earlier that it has a n pi and 0 solution. Suppose A is 1 and B is 0.5. Now you see that solution is 0, 0, and this comes to be when you have a as 1 and this one at a 0, 0 point, you are getting a stable system. Now at around the 0, 0, you see that you are getting a stable system. But if you are coming at the point pi is means this here, so you are getting a unstable systems. Now we are coming to the pendulum form or oscillator form. We all know that our differential equation is given as x double dot plus omega square x equal to 0, where x is the displacement, like you see that b is the velocity, a is the amplitude, and omega is the angular frequency. If we are finding the solution of this equation, simple, you are getting x equal to a cos omega t, and the velocity is minus omega, a sin omega t. Now our job is to separate the sine and cosine function. So when you are doing this means x by a is cos omega t, b over minus omega a is sin omega t. And when you are doing a square of this, so you got this equation. Now what is this type of the equation? So you got x by a ka whole square plus b by w a ka whole square equal to 1. And it is nothing but the equation of the ellipse. So this means the pendulum or the oscillator is defining an ellipse. So you see that as you are changing the values of different these parameters a and omega, then you are getting a different types of the pendulums. In the next lecture, I will show you that how different type of the phases we are getting by using this type of the pendulum. Now, suppose you have this pendulum. So of course you got this system. Y1 is y, y2 equal to y dot. So your system is y2 double dot equal to y double dot equal to this one. When you are finding the solution, y2 is 0 and y2 is 0, y1 is 0. So this means your system has these points. Y1 0 is y0 which is 1 and y2 0 is y dot 0 which is 0. And you easily write down this program and you got this solution. So this is a MATLAB program for finding the solution, and easily you are getting, as you are changing the values, you are getting these points. See that here omega is 10, delta, the time factor we are taking 10 seconds or the 10 per second. Here we have taken the 20 per second. So see the difference. It is very sharp, but it is a slow one. Same one, if you are repeating it as 1 second, so you see that how it is. But it is coming to be the this point, oscillator. Same if you are having a initial amplitude, so you are getting a marginable stable points. And since these are the curve between displacement and velocity, so these are the phase space curves. So here you are getting that it is merging towards this point, so you are getting a stable one. But here these are moving as a elliptical shapes, so this is marginable, stable order your node points. This is the program which you have to write down and to get the different types of the program of these ones. All these ones are the programs. See that how you are getting. If you have this program, then you are getting a stable or a circle form as earlier we seen. If you are having a this program, then it is a dissipative system and you are getting a like this type of the system, which after some time it goes away. Now I'm taking the simple whatever we have done to just compile all those things what you have. Suppose we have any three-dimensional system. I'm not naming any system, and it is a nonlinear system. So dx by dt is ay plus bx, dy by dt is this, dz by dt equal to this. If you are taking a Jacobian of this, of course it is b by a 0, and like this thing. Now, because it is a system, when you are solving it, then there are the different phases of the dynamics which we have to study here. Stable spiral, limit cycle, and chaotic. A stable spiral means you are getting a solution, equilibrium solution. Limit cycle means marginal stable, and chaotic means randomness, and you are not able to find out the solution of this. If you are getting this system like this one, then you are getting it as a stable system. In this case, you see that it is a stable system for y, and this is for z. But if you are taking this values, now you see this is a stable system. If you see that these are the time series, that after some time you are having that populations are going on the merging towards the zero, means that is going to be down, and same way you see that it is moving, and after some time it remains as a constant one. So this is a stable system. But if you are getting a limit cycle, you are getting these type of the structures for different species. So if a species is about to extinct, so it is of this form, means a repeller, or the you can say a hyperbola. If you have a mutual existence or attractor, then both all are moving towards some point, and that is our attractor. If it is a horizon is attractor and then it is going to be catastrophe, then from that it is moving away. This means it is a catastrophe positions. Now, if you are taking a time series analysis of these ones, so singular extinction of one variable, there are the two series. One is this one is x1 and this is a x2. So you see that x1, this is going to be extinct, but another is going to be repelling of that. So this means you are starting two same trajectory with a two change in the initial condition, and you see the behavior that one is going to dying and the another is going to be moving away so fast. So this is known as a chaotic situation too. Same way, if both the series have the mutual existence, so these are both are moving, even in the change of that, it remains the same. So these are the case of the attractors. If, as I showed you, the attractor as a origin, so that is that origin, after that it is catastrophic, finishes. This is the case of the limit cycles, you see that. And when you have a marginable stable or the limit cycle case, you see that here the perturbations are there, but these are the very small. Means with the time, it is perturbing but very small, so it is remaining in that domain or in zone. If you have a chaotic systems like this one, these ones. Now I'm coming to the Duffing equation. If you have this system, x double dot plus kx dot plus x cube minus x equal to this one. So we can easily write down this as x dot equal to y. So y dot equal to x minus ky minus x cube plus cos of this, and theta dot we are taking as a omega, which is this one. Now we are solving this and see that without that how the dynamics of the system changes. So when q equal to 0, when q we are taking, then this is the zero system, has three fixed points. First point is if since q is 0, so this is 0 and this is 0, so you are getting as -1 and 0, 1 and 0, and 0, 0. So this means when k is between 0 to 2√2, m and n is stable and o comes out to be certain point. But as q is increased from 0, the stable periodic cycle appears from m and n, and there are bifurcation of subharmonic oscillator, and the system shows the chaotic behavior like you see that. these are the calculations when q equal to 0.2. There is period 1 harmonic solution. You see that when q is 0.2, you get this solution, which is only one solution. When q is 0.28, you see that it is showing a damped one, it's not a proper one. So you are getting 2 limit cycles. Now come to the oscillation at 0.29. So see the different, and you are getting a different cycles of that. So here you are getting 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now come to with the 0.37. So here you are getting 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you have q equal to 0.5, you are getting so many. So you are getting it as a randomness or a chaotic situation. Same way, if you have q equal to 0.65, again you reach to the 2 periods. This means at 0.5 you have a randomness. Again, if you are increasing, you bring again a system there. And this is showing you the bifurcation that I will solve in the next class. This is the some system or the simple example, bacteria in a jar. Suppose a jar is filled with a nutritive solution and the equation is given by this one. So xt equal to x naught ERT, and when we are solving this equation, so you are getting dx by dt equal to bx minus px square. If you are equating it 0, this means either x is 0 or it is p by b. So if it is 0, there is one is 0 and another is x equal to b by p. So first solution is 0, another is b by p. And as you are solving, if you are putting x as 0, then you are getting it to be positive. This means it is an unstable point. But if you are taking b by p, then you are getting this as a negative, and so it is a detector or a stable point. Same way, when you are putting different values, simple mathematical, you can plot it. So you are getting this, and after some time you see that these are coming to be the stable ones. And this is the phase quartet of b by p, where it is getting a 0. This is, so they are both are merging towards this point. Now another is predator pair. Already I have taken this example. Suppose you have this example. So here you see that number of population over time. So you have a phase quartet like this one, which is a limit cycles. So it is a limit cycle case. It is a phase quartet which is showing you, it is a linear, it is showing you the stable curve. And this is the program for this predator systems. So at the last, because this is a famous quote by the Wiesen, that in the beginning God created mass, but it just sat there and God was bored. So he created a force that acted upon the mass and get a big bang out of it. But the force was too unified. So God split it up as the mass was expanding. God was pleased with the order that was made, but man is left to be challenged by the chaos. So these are these simple glimpses that I take that, and then in the next class, in the next lectures, we will move that how to find out the chaos on the different complex structures. In short, mathematics is not about only number, equation, computation, or algorithm. It is about to understand the things. And once you understand, so it is neither pure or nor applied. It is a feeling. So once you understand mathematics, it will never leaves you alone. Thank you. Any questions and queries?
Participants, any questions?
Hello.
Hello, ma'am, am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Ma'am, can you please tell me
Hello.
the difference between marginal stable and center?
Yeah.
Ma'am, can you please give me the difference between marginal stable and center?
Marginal, actually stable means we are getting a exact solution of that. But in the marginable stable, we are getting a that trajectories are there. It is in an intermittence state. So your nodes are considered to be a marginable stable, or these are the means moving around that point. So it is
Oh,
not exactly at that point, but we are getting a some domain or some neighborhood of that point.
okay, ma'am.